Loving someone while hating yourself is one of the loneliest contradictions a person can live through. From the outside, it looks like love. You answer the calls, you remember the little things, you do everything you can to make them feel valued. But inside, there's another voice. One that quietly asks, why would they ever choose someone like me? And that voice changes everything. People often believe that love for another person will silence the war inside them. If someone can love me, maybe I'll finally feel enough. It's a beautiful hope, but it's also a dangerous one. Because when you don't believe you're worthy of love, even genuine affection begins to feel temporary. You wait for the moment they realize they deserve better. You question compliments. You overanalyze messages. You mistake silence for rejection. You apologize for taking up space. Not because your partner gave you a reason to, because your own mind already had. The saddest part is that self hatred has a way of rewriting reality. Someone tells you you're beautiful. You think they're being nice. Someone says they're proud of you. You assume they don't know the real you. Someone stays. You spend every day wondering when they'll leave. Notice what happened? The problem was never their love, it was the lens you were looking through. A cracked mirror cannot give you a clear reflection, no matter how beautiful the person standing in front of it may be. The same is true for the mind. When you believe you're broken, every act of love gets translated into doubt. That doesn't mean you can't love someone deeply. In fact, people who struggle with themselves often love with incredible intensity. They know what loneliness feels like, so they try to make sure no one else ever experiences it. They give, they sacrifice, they listen, they stay, sometimes to the point of forgetting themselves completely. Because somewhere deep down, they begin believing their values come from how useful they are to others. If I can make them happy, maybe I'll deserve to be loved. But love doesn't work that way. You cannot earn your worth by exhausting yourself for someone else. Eventually, something painful begins to happen. The relationship slowly becomes less about connection and more about survival. You become afraid of disappointing them, afraid they'll leave, afraid they'll discover the version of you that you spend so much energy hiding. So instead of being yourself, you perform. You become whatever you think they need, agreeing when you want to disagree, smiling when you're falling apart, saying, I'm fine, because you're terrified honesty will make you too much to love. That's not intimacy, that's fear wearing love's clothing. And the tragedy is that the other person may never even know. They aren't fighting you, they're fighting a battle they can't see. Every compliment they give has to compete with the years of self criticism. Every reassurance they offer has to climb over a lifetime of doubt. It's like pouring water into a cup with a hole in the bottom. No matter how much love enters, it never seems to stay. And it's because of the wounds in our life that we never asked for. Now, this doesn't mean you must completely love yourself before anyone can love you. Life isn't that simple. Many people learn self worth while being loved by someone patient and kind. Healthy relationships can absolutely help us heal, but no relationship can do all the healing for us. Because there comes to a point where another person's love reaches a boundary your own heart must cross by itself. No one can believe in your worth on your behalf forever. That step belongs to you. And maybe the first step isn't waking up one morning and suddenly loving yourself. Maybe it's something smaller. Maybe it's choosing to stop speaking of yourself with a cruelty you would never use on someone you love. Maybe it's accepting compliments instead of arguing with them. Maybe it's just forgiving yourself for not being perfect. Healing rarely begins with confidence. It begins with compassion, with replacing what's wrong with me with what's happened to me. That's a gentle question, and often a more honest one. Because many people who hate themselves weren't born that way. They learned it through criticism, through rejection, through comparison, through years of believing they had to earn the right to exist. But what is learned can also be unlearned, slowly, patiently, one thought at a time. So if you love someone while struggling to love yourself, don't mistake that struggle for proof that you're incapable of being loved. It simply means there's a part of you still waiting for the kindness you've given to everyone else. Give it, not all at once, just enough to take one step forward, then another. Because the greatest gift you can offer someone isn't sacrificing yourself to keep them, it's becoming someone who believes they're worth staying for too. Love them deeply, but don't forget to become someone your own heart feels safe coming home to.